I have found the man. I have discovered the man. The prosecutor that Finland used to sentence Maazi Simon Ekpa. Look at him here. His name is Samsa Hakala, the prosecution lawyer in charge of the case throughout. One funny thing is that these people always hide themselves. If you go through social media, you will not see any detail of him. He is such a secretive person. Just like the case that Finland is doing to Simon. Secret. Everything they are doing, secret. This prosecution lawyer, secret. You can't see a trace. I know what it took me to dig this man out. This is the man. Samsa Hakala. That is his name. I want you to listen very carefully because I want to drive somewhere with this video. This man called Samsa Hakala was virtually given this case to handle, and he was virtually told how to handle this case. Of course, you know that he's a prosecutor working for the Finland government. So he's not independent of himself, and I will prove it to you. This man himself was never operating, prosecuting all by himself. That he worked hand in hand with the judge, which is the lay judge, and also they worked hand in hand with the Finland government, who of course was working with the Nigerian government to get this matter done and dusted because they never wanted this case to last long at all. I will play you a video, and I want you to watch this video very well, and I will interpret every word he said with also another evidence I have gotten to nail this particular man, prosecutor, charge and bail lawyer, whatever I call him. Hold on and watch this video. Watch it.
Terrorismirikoksista syytetyn epäillään toisaalta yllyttäneen rikoksiin Nigeriassa ja toisaalta sitten osallistuneen terroristiryhmän toimintaan täältä Suomesta käsin niin, että se ryhmä on toiminut siellä Nigeriassa. Meillä on näyttöä on tosi paljon tämän henkilön toiminnasta tietoverkossa ja hänen viestinnästään, että sikäli on aika hyvä kuva siitä, että mitä meidän mielestä on tässä asiassa tapahtunut.
Now, that video, of course, was in Finnish language, Finland language, called Finnish. You may not understand it, but let me interpret every word he said for you. I already have the interpretation here, so that you understand what he said. Listen carefully. He said, the case of Simon Ekpa involves a claim of terrorism-related crimes, where he is accused of inciting crimes in Nigeria and participated in activities from Finland with a group operating in Nigeria. We have substantial evidence on his online activities and communications, providing a clear picture of what we believed, mark the word, what we believed or assumed, that's another word, has occurred. While the actual terrorism crimes, if committed, took place in Africa outside Finland. Mark the word he used, if committed, he's not yet sure, took place in Africa outside Finland, making it challenging to obtain precise details. We have a strong understanding of what the suspect has done from Finland and their intended actions. This video was done many weeks back at the heart of this trial around May, April, May. So as at April, May, June, this video was shot where this Samsa Hakala was giving an interview trying to address the matter, saying, of course, like you heard in the word he used some keywords, but generally he was trying to say that this case, because of the location of what this thing happened, all they have now is just mere hearsay. Is just mere hearsay of social media evidence, which is not enough to nail Simon Ekpa. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Listen to this. He said, while the actual terrorism crimes, if committed, as at that point, this prosecutor knows very well that there is no evidence pointing Simon Ekpa to the crime, if committed, took place in Africa outside Finland, making it challenging to obtain precise details. That we have a strong understanding of what the suspect has done. That is all the man said. There's another word he said. He said we have substantial evidence of his online activities and communications, providing a clear picture of what we believed has occurred. Did you hear that? What we believed. That means this man, Samsa Hakala, has nothing on EPA all along. Finland just did the bidding of Nigeria. That's all. And appointed their favorite lawyer, who of course is as corrupt, dirty, somebody that they know that they can trust with such a very coded operation, which is to find an innocent man guilty, or to sentence a man to prison without charge, without evidence. Because tell me, Mr. Samsa Hakala, if all these things you wrote now is correct, that at the point you don't have any evidence, all you have is just allegations against Simon Ekpa, how come finally now you got the evidence without visiting the country, Nigeria? How did you get the evidence without boots on ground, without evidence, witnesses that traveled to see if all those things that you have been told are true? Samsa Hakala, is that how they do prosecution? I put it to you, sir, that you are a charge and bail lawyer. If after giving this interview now, where you have shown that you are still checking the case because you don't have nothing, how did you come to your conclusion? Which evidence did you finally nail Simon Ekpa with? But I know, and I will say it here clearly. Hold on very well, of you. I will show you what Samsa Hakala used to nail Simon Ekpa. I will show you now what this man, Samsa, used to nail Simon Ekpa. And you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised how crazy these people can be. When they are working for money, they can do anything. Because the love of money is the root of all evil. Look at what Samsa Hakala used to nail Simon Ekpa. Listen very carefully. Listen to this. Samsa Hakala used this evidence to nail Simon Ekpa. A whole prosecution. Listen. The prosecution's case, as presented by Hakala, primarily relied on digital evidence provided by social media posts and communications, financial records, collaborative intelligence from Nigerian authorities. Chai. Like we have always said, Samsa Hakala was prosecuting Simon Ekpa without evidence, waiting for Nigeria to send evidence for them. Nigeria sent evidence for you. How did you verify the evidence they sent for you, Mr. Prosecution? The answer is clear. You did not need Nigeria to verify the evidence because you are working for Nigeria. Simple. Nigeria is the one sponsoring the case. So they are the ones telling you how to run the case. It is Nigeria who is the puppeteer in the background, who are the ones financing the case, who are the ones even paying your court fees, sir. They are the ones paying for your lawyer fee. Yes, of course. So why didn't you ask Nigeria that you need to verify the evidence? You need to verify the exhibits. You did not need to, because you are working for them. You are pleasing them. What if all they gave you now is fake? So you are willing to stake your whole lawyer career. You, Samsa Hakala, you are going to stake your whole lawyer career now on that evidence, because I bet you, if all you said in court now that you did is right, you will be surprised that if you visit Southeast Nigeria, 3/4 of, or even all what you said in the court will be false. Are you willing to stake your career on it? Are you willing to bet with me that if you visit Nigeria today, all those arguments you raised in court, you will slap yourself one by one, because it's as if you don't have sense? But I'm not surprised, because it is clear who you are working for. All of you in that court, both you are a charge and bail lawyer, the judge is a charge and bail judge, a lay judge or no matter. The Finland government is as empty as an empty cup. Poverty. I'm sure Finland does not have anything, no natural resources in their country. They are just relying on taxation and maybe sightseeing, snow and mountain and river. That's all they have in their country. So they are surprised when they hear some kind dollars Nigeria just shake you people. You people just shake. You get some kind of money, some kind of oil that you never see in your life. Una don't they shake. No wonder. No wonder all of you. That's what they say. It is most of you people that are the mother of corruption in Africa. You import these things to Africa. So, Mr. Sam Sahakala, today you have been exposed for who you are. You are the prosecution lawyer who was sent to do a hatchet job on a Finland citizen. And I'm sure very well that at that point you made that video, you had zero evidence. But you had the case on your table and you saw there was no headway. And because you have been promised, or because you are in the game, you are waiting for evidence to be brought in from a country. And you are prosecuting a man, your own citizen. You refuse to verify what was sent to you. No problem. Well done. Well done. You have done well. That is exactly. You have done well. Oh. That's how they taught you in law school, sir. Maybe one day you will find yourself in this position where somebody will wake up one day and sentence you without even verifying the evidence that you brought up. They did not teach you that evidence needs to be verified. You don't know that what you are holding in your hand, you have to be sure of what you are holding in your hand. You do not know. You do not know when your client is deceiving you. You do not know. Let's not deceive ourselves. Well, thank God. That is why you don't have record. There's no public record. There's no public or little or no public record of you. They use you and dump you. They use you and pay you. You are a mercenary. You're not a lawyer. You are a mercenary. Mercenary that ganged up to throw away this case without proper defense, proper cross-examination, proper court process. I am ashamed. You should be ashamed to call yourself a lawyer. You should be ashamed, Mr. Sampa or whatever your name is. You should be ashamed to call yourself a lawyer. That's why you are among those who don't want him to appeal the case, because you know that you did not do any job there. Nothing. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Turn on notification and select the bell that says all to get notified whenever I release a video.
A direct information from one of us, one of the ULB's moving train, by name Mr. Chinedu of Biafrans in Finland by stage name. Anyway, this information now is coming from someone who have devoted all his time digging deep, as you have already watched in the video, as you have already heard from the horse's mouth, as you have already listened to everything he have said concerning the charge and bail lawyer who convicted Simon Ekpa. Listen to me. Any child who said him papa and mama cannot sleep, my brother, my sister, you know what is going to happen to that child? That child will not see sleep. Since this guy said that his own bigotry and his own racist have gotten to the extent of convicting somebody who have not committed any offense simply because you are rehearsing with a terrorist state and a terrorist government against the people's will, then this is what you have called for. And according to the information reaching us, according to what I said on my previous video, this young man, or rather, this charge and bail lawyer is nowhere to be found now. Because he is the one who's supposed to stand on that appeal court to defend his judgment from the lower court, which is not even up to a magistrate court in Nigeria. A district court, just like a police station. District means area. So this one is area chief. Area chief head is one that is delivered justice on the case of a prime minister of a country. It sounds funny, yes. Because if you went online and see what people are saying concerning this judgment, then you will understand that these people, Finland and the zoo government, really played the Biafrans. Why? Because they have done it on countless occasions, and the Igbos being domiciled, or rather docile, when it comes to the issue of national interest. All of them, everybody will pick race. Look at Idiot by name Abike Dabiri insulted the whole Igbos, called them chimpanzees, gorillas, and sons and daughters of monkeys. No any single Igbo prominent man, not even the businessmen, came out to say anything about it. Everybody, you're not concerned. After all, not me, they are calling. After all, I don't want to make her popular. You don't want to make her popular. Yet, the world are seeing you as monkeys and gorillas. Because when you ask them now to comment or react to that, what you hear now is that she is looking for a cheap popularity. What kind of stupid cheap popularity? Somebody is denigrating you, denigrating your state, denigrating your nation, denigrating your country, denigrating your own ancestors. Because when they tell you that you are sons and daughters of gorillas and monkeys, it means that people who gave birth to you, or people who come before you, or your great-great-great-grand ancestors are all monkeys and this thing. In fact, your entire lineage are monkeys and gorillas. And you see nothing bad about it. Just like what is happening now. Look at idiot Peter Obi. Hey, I will take Deji to court. And then everybody come. He didn't want it. He didn't want such attention. He is a cloud chaser. He want you to make him popular. Can you release reason to some people? He want you to make him popular. But Tinubu is using EFCC and whatever DSS. Threaten anybody who criticize him. Threaten anybody who criticize his government. Is him trying to make those people popular? No. But trying to tell the world or the whole universe that you can't insult me and get away with it. So Tinubu now, by writing to X, writing to Instagram, writing to TikTok about Sowere's post, is making Sowore popular. Let me ask. Okay, what about Reno Mokiri, who have been dragging Peter Obi, who have over 4.2 million, or 2.4 million followers on X? So whenever Peter Obi want to drag Reno Mokiri now to court now, what he hear now? He don't want it. He just want to make him popular. 2.7 million followers. And then when you look at them, they call you all manner of names. They call you cheat. They call you murderer. They call you, in fact, they even insult you and insult your lineage and insult your tribe. They will insult your wife, insult your children, and you make your mouth shut because you don't want to make them popular. This is the reason why they keep on dragging us left, right, and center. The reason why the Yoruba style will never stop dragging Igbos, because when they drag the prominent one, all of them, I don't want to make them popular. Let them continue making noise. I'm busy making my money. Lackadaisical attitude, I don't care attitude that make them allow what that is a stereotype of 1966 coup to become an Igbo coup. Because what we are doing today is exactly what happened in the past. Because when they were broadcasting those things that is an Igbo coup, the likes of Nnamdi Azikiwe and the rest of other idiots that represent the Igbos didn't say anything about it. I'm sorry to use that word, but I must use it because that's exactly what it means. The mistake we are making today, when anything has been said about us, we will say, they are making noise and we are making money. What stupid money are we making? That we can't even defend our existence in this so-called Zojuria. And then everything boils down, we are making money and they are making noise. We are better than them. We are producing more billionaires than them. Yet, your name is not in the list of Forbes, or the world billionaires, or African billionaires. And yet, you are claiming you are making money. Making noise on the internet, anywhere there is party, you go there to be throwing bundles of money. That is the only thing they can record you. That is the only thing they can use to remember you. And then the bastard and baboons are busy degrading your own ancestors. And you feel, each time you drag them, it is making them popular. My dear, we need to wake up. Because the docility of the Igbo as a race, as a nation, as a people is what makes them to go and use a church and bail lawyer. Just like bringing a chief head in maybe in Abuja to then now go to rule on the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That's exactly what they did in Finland. Because the people who are making sure that Samuel Ekpa is jailed so that they can affect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu judgment are the same people who have told them that go ahead and use them to do whatever you like. They cannot do anything. They are afraid. So now, the idiot now is on the run. He can't even stand the shame because every eyes don't raise now to come and defend. You are jailing somebody on based on hearsay. You want to send somebody to prison based on hearsay, not with a concrete evidence. No any investigation or whatever conducted. No any forensic conducted. Based on hearsay, online trolls, online activities. And that is why you jail somebody, what would you call it? Send somebody to prison. If there's anybody, if there should be jailing people for online trolls and anything that causes national security, then Bola Ahmed Tinubu is supposed to be in life prison, life imprisonment. Period 2023. What did he say? Go out there, grab it, snatch it, and run with it. And the Yoruba idiot boys and Aboros pick it up, and then butchered people on the day of election. Today nobody's talking about it, but people will, those same people who perpetrated that will still come out tomorrow and tell you that Nnamdi Kanu make a broadcast that is to burn down Lagos town. But when they talk about the one MC Olomo issued, a direct threat that if you are Mama Chinedu, Mama Okonko, Mama Okore, you should never come out to vote. And then the Lagos State Commissioner of Police dismissed it and said it is a joke. Yet, that same joke is what kept Ezendibo, Najawo Estate, for 1 year, 6 months behind bars in Kirikiri. Because he said, if you cannot protect my people, and then I will invite IPOB. He didn't say I will invite terrorists. He didn't say I will invite ESN. Even him himself talking is an IPOB, indigenous people of Biafra, because he is a Biafran. That is the only word he said. And then they grab him. Why? Because of the docility of the Igbos. Because Igbos now have turned to become fear, whereby the people who are threatening their land are the most fearful people we have on that zoo called Nigeria, which is Yoruba stats. Have you seen everywhere a Yoruba man or woman start fight and finish it? Their fight and their strength and their power is in that their man. Once in that is the end of fight. He will just run. But now, that thing now has been a change now. It has now become the Igbos now who make the noise. And don't want to engage in any confrontation because you are afraid of your life. You want to make more money. And then, the reputation of you and your generation, both born and unborn, is being dragged on the mud. Igbos, we need to wake up. Enough is enough. And also, a word is enough for the wise. Here are the comments that follows that video. Chido just said, thank you, sir. God bless you for bringing these things out. King One said, thank God for that. Samuel Benasia, God bless you, brother. Oga Osa Felice Osa said, Nigeria state corrupted Finland. Finland used unqualified officials that aren't in Finland government. Nigeria state spent billions of dollars to make sure that such a thing happened. Pardon said he was hiding himself because he was a real criminal just like those in Nigeria. Judiciary system, it is only the corrupt judges hide themselves. Njoku said God will disgrace them one after the other. Chukuma said this we are the 210 trillion goals. Nah, English itself. Well, let us not talk much. Once again, happy weekend, happy Saturday. It shall be well with all of us. Please help me to circulate this video. As you watch, make sure you share, like, comment, and you keep subscribing. When you subscribe, turn on the notification icon so that you'll be notified each time we go live or we post anything new on this channel. Kachineke mezioku. Kemesiano.